When I first got the call that I was fighting in the UFC, the matchmaker called my coach. So I'm gonna rewind real quick. So I was getting ready to fight for a world title for LFA, Legacy Fighting, and I was getting ready to fight for a world title. His name was Carlos Boy Felipe, and who got popped by USADA, by the way. He on his UFC debut, he didn't get a chance to fight, so they already suspended him for 2 years for being on steroids. But I was gonna fight him for the LFA heavyweight title, and I was getting ready, and I came here on Tuesday night to spar, getting ready to do my rounds, getting ready to fight, and my coach, he pulled me to the side. Coach Say pulled me to the side after sparring, and he was like, "Man, I got some bad news. Your opponent, he couldn't get approved for his visa, so a fight is off." And at that time, I had lost my job. I had lost my job in February, and I was really needing to fight. I figured I was gonna go to the UFC sooner or later, but my problem was finding opponents and finding people to fight, and this was gonna be a good fight because he was 7-0. He had 7 knockouts, and we were gonna put on a show. And on top of that, I was gonna get my chance to get a second belt in a different organization. And I was just bummed, man, that Tuesday night, and I went home, and I remember I was on my way home, and I was praying, and God's like, "God, you know I'm angry." Like, I was so upset because I just knew that once I beat him, I was gonna get signed to the UFC. And mind you, that fight was gonna be in July here in Dallas at the Bomb Factory. And I was driving home. I was like, "God, I'm mad, but I know that if you didn't allow this fight to go through, you have something better in store for me." And I kind of let it go from that point on. And I woke up Wednesday, and when I woke up Wednesday, I was about to go do some strength and conditioning. And my coach, Safety, goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "Nothing. I'm about to just, go train a little bit, and, I might be up there later to the gym." And he goes, "It's happening." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "You're fighting." So I'm thinking that the guy got approved for his visa. I'm like, "Man, yes, I get to fight for the world title." And I was like, "So he got approved for his visa?" And Safe was like, "No." He was like, "You're fighting here in Dallas for the UFC on May the 13th. And I was, believe it or not, when he said it, I was like, "All right." And then I also said, I was like, "I'll believe it when I get the contract." And he was like, "I've never had somebody as nonchalant as you that I've gotten to the UFC or something." And then he's like, "I'm working on it." He's like, "You should get your contract here in the next few minutes." I checked my email, like 5 minutes, there is my contract. And I was like, man, that's when it hit home. And from that moment on, I said, "You know what? It's on short notice, but I'm about to go out here and fight. Everybody's about to know who I am. Like, I'm gonna go out here and show people I should have been here a long time ago." So I was beyond elated, man.